Have we been seasoning our griddles wrong for the last 5 years? Well, I have proof that we have. So today in this video, we are going to be seasoning this Blackstone griddle the way Blackstone intended it. I'm not gonna lie, some of these techniques are gonna break your brain. Let's jump right in. You're first gonna need a griddle block. We're gonna sand this bad boy down to get a nice, smooth, even surface. I learned this from Blackstone Betty, straight from her video and straight from Blackstone themselves. You can pick this up on Amazon, like 20 bucks for a griddle block. Super easy to use. I wear gloves so I don't get too dirty, but just make sure you're smooth with your pressure and scraping all that layer off so you got a nice, even smoothness steel plate. So then you're gonna go ahead, and I did it fancy with it, and I use my electronic blower. It's a little bit more fun, and I blow the entire top plate off, getting all the dust and residue off the plate all over my deck, which, you know, in hindsight probably wasn't the best idea, but it was a whole lot of fun to do it. Why not use something more powerful and channel that inner Toolman Taylor here and more power, more power. That's right, we got more power with our Omni plate here, and we got more power with our powered blower, which I love using this little guy. We're gonna blow that little plate off, then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it, we're gonna put water on your griddle plate. It'll be the one and only time that I tell you to put soap and water, because we're gonna wash all that mess off your griddle plate and get it all nice and clean. Then we're gonna dry it off with a terry cloth towel and turn that bad boy up to high heat. After you've dried it off, make sure you are perfectly dried here. You don't want any moisture left on the plate before you start to season it here in the next step. So make sure you are completely dry. Now, high heat makes it dry, so turn on the high heat and get all that moisture off of there. And now we're gonna turn the griddle off, and we're gonna put on our griddle seasoning and cast iron conditioning from Blackstone. They make this product, it works really well. Don't use bacon or anything like that. Take the terry cloth and make sure your griddle is off and start to spread. I got this method from Hussey. I like how he does it, which he turns it off completely. Still a little warm, it's not hot. You rub it in every nook and cranny and you get it nice and even spread instead of having like a pull in the middle or pull on the left side. This way it ensures that you have the best layer of protection, and that's what you want, layers here. Then you want to jack it up to high heat and you're gonna wait for it to smoke. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes for the smoke to go away, and that's what we're waiting for. You want the smoke to go away, and then you turn the burner back off. Let it cool down a little bit. Then you repeat the process. You want to get it all the way covered, and you're going to do it 3 or 4 of these layers, and make sure once your layers are covered, you're going to turn that heat back up to high heat. Let it smoke again, and then down, and it goes away. Turn the griddle off, let it sit for a couple minutes, cool off. I let it sit for 5 to 6 minutes, and then I apply it again and repeat. And you want to do that repeat, repeat, repeat. So it's a mix of Hungry Hussey's way of doing it and Blackstone Betty's way of doing it. And I find that after all the griddles I've done, this gets the best results. Now, for a Blackstone Betty method works great, and it's tried and true. I use it on every single griddle I've used, and it's a wonderful way of doing it. Little olive oil, a bag of chopped onions, throw on some onion goggles like the wife did, and I appreciate her for cutting these up because I did not want to do that. And then you don't cry, and then you'll be set up. And then about after 10 minutes, I make sure I take my onions, mix them around, and I put them in each corner to get extra done in each quarter. Now keep in mind here, my griddle is on low heat here. I want to make sure I'm getting everything. My griddle is on low heat right now for temperature of these each corners, and then boom, you're done. It looks good and you're ready to cook.